Now that our environment is being ready, let me be building the foundation of our agent. And I am meaning foundation in the truest sense. Everything else will be depending on this configuration system working properly. I am having created a util folder, and within that I am having created three files. The first file is being the init.py file, that is just being a placeholder. But let me be explaining what this init.py file is actually doing in Python. This file is making our directory into a Python package. When Python is seeing this file in a folder, it is treating that folder as a package that can be imported. Without this file, Python is not recognizing the folder as a package, and we are not being able to import modules from it. In our case, this file is being empty, but it is still serving its important purpose of making our util folder into a proper Python package. Then we are having config.py for this session, where we will be writing the code for configuration management. And we are having logger.py for the next session, where we will be writing code for logging. So guys, now it is being time to write the code for our config.py file. As I am having mentioned earlier in the course overview section, this file is being the foundation that will be handling all our configuration management and API key validation. Let me be opening the config.py file, and we will be starting to build this important component that will be serving as the backbone for our entire personal assistant project. Now let me be starting to write the code for our config.py file. So first, I am importing the required modules. First, we will be importing OS. This is giving us access to environment variables. Then next, we will be importing load.env from the .env package. This is allowing us to load environment variables from our .env file. Then I am also importing optional from typing for better type hints. Now I am calling load.env function. This is actually loading all the environment variables from our .env file into our application. Now I am creating our main config class. Now I am defining all our configuration variables. First, I am writing the openai.epi key. This is getting the value from environment variables using os.getenv. And if it's not found, it is defaulting to an empty string. Then I'm writing the OpenAI model. This is also getting from environment variables, but if not found, it is defaulting to GPT-4 Omni. Next, I'm writing the serper.py. This is also getting from environment variables and defaulting to empty string. Then I'm writing the email address and email password. Both are getting from environment variables and defaulting to empty strings. Now I am writing the agent or name. This is getting from environment variables and defaulting to personal assistant. Then I am writing the max.memory task size. This is getting from environment variables, converting it to integer and defaulting to 50. Finally, I am writing the debug.mode. This is getting from environment variables, converting to lowercase and checking if it equals true to return a boolean. Now I am creating a validate method using the class method decorator. This method is validating that all required configuration is present. I am creating a list of required fields. Then I am creating an empty list for missing fields. I am looping through each required field and checking if it exists using getAdda. If any field is missing, I am adding it to the missing fields list. Finally, if there are missing fields, I am raising a value error with the missing fields information. Otherwise, I am returning true. So guys, we are being done with our configuration setup. In the next session, we will be setting up a logging system that will be doing several important things. First, logging is being essential for debugging AI systems with complex multi-step reasoning. When our personal assistant is making multiple decisions and processing complex requests, we are needing to track what is happening at each step. Second, we will be implementing structured formats with timestamps that are making logs searchable, analyzable. This is allowing us to quickly find specific events and understand the sequence of operations in our system. Third, we will be configuring both console and file output configuration. This means our logs will be appearing at the console for immediate feedback during development. and they will also be saved to files for later analysis and debugging. So, see you in the next session where we will be building this crucial logging foundation for our personal assistant project.